Say hello, everybody. It's about Tyler here at Red Barn Productions, and we're back. And today we're going to talk about the GVMLED P80S, their 80-watt spotlight. And there's a lot of videos up already on YouTube covering those, but we're going to try to get you just a little bit more information that some of those people didn't cover. I have two of them here today. In fact, I've got one in a softbox that I'm using to light this scene. It's literally been on all day, and I'll bring that up right quick so you can see it. And we'll talk more about that light box later. And then I have the other one right here. And I've already done quite a bit of testing with these before I started this video, because I didn't want to bore y'all trying to do the testing and making this long and drawn out. But we're going to cover a few things right quick, starting with this. In fact, right here is the heat sink, and you can see it's bolted to a metal plate down there. And when you use this hood also becomes part of the heat sink. Yes, there is a fan in it. I have to be honest and say that even with it being on 100% for a long time, I could not hear that fan. I had to put it up to my ear. I had to put my ear up to it, kind of like this, to even hear that fan running. So trying to show you that with the microphone would be kind of ridiculous. Here's the reality. My refrigerator in the next room is louder than the fans on this light. Yes, they are. It does have a kind of a cheap plastic feel because it's in a plastic ABS housing. Let's adjust one other thing right quick that I discovered. A lot of people have discussed or talked about on their particular units that most of the action on the potentiometer was between 0 and 50%. I have not found that to be the case on my two units. So either they had got a bad batch of potentiometers, or they watched the videos and they heard the concerns and they have upgraded the potentiometers. I don't know which. I emailed them to ask, but I haven't heard a reply back, and that's okay. But on these particular units, I don't have that problem. What else? Also, they had discussed that when they plug them in and turn them on for the first time, that they see some flickering in the LEDs until they warm up, and then that goes away. I have not seen that problem either. And again, they do get hot if you have them on 100%, but we're going to adjust that here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get this set up on a stand for you. Audio may drop out a little bit here because I'm away from the microphone and I don't know where to put my lav mics, but we are going to go ahead and put the hood on it. As you can see, that's on 12%. As you can see, that's on 100%. And as you can see on 100%, the scene behind me is kind of washed out, but that's okay. We're going to let that run at 100% because they heat up pretty quick. That LED itself will heat up to about 221 degrees, and the heat sink on that reached 102 pretty quick, but it maintained that over several hours of testing. I've got my thermometer here right quick. That short amount of time, it may be hard to see this. It's reached 141.8 degrees on the LED. And the hood's reached 82.4. And it will get a lot warmer than that. It'll get quite warm to the touch. You don't want to be touching that after it's been on for a few hours. Like I said, the softbox has been on all day. And let's check that right quick. And it's been maintaining anywhere from 81 to 82.6 degrees over the last several hours, which is basically a little bit more than room temperature. Not here in West Texas, it's quite hot out here. So some people had reported that if they had theirs on for a little while at 100%, that they would shut off, and then they'd let it set a minute, and they'd turn it back on, and it'd come back on no problem. I have not experienced that yet in hours of testing. And let's be real, folks. Most of us are not doing these at 100%. Let's adjust this to get that scene lit up like it needs to be. That right there is 14%. In most cases, in my case, they'll probably be running between 14 and 20%. So at that output level, they'll never get hot unless I have them sitting outside trying to use them where it's 108 degrees, 100 whatever. They'll get hot then, I'm sure. But so far, so good. I haven't had any problems out of them, and we will be talking more about these lights and the soft boxes. I'm going to mention the soft boxes now. These particular soft boxes are not GVMs. They're 24 by 35s, and the reason I mentioned this is because I was going to buy some of the GVM's 22-inch round soft boxes, and they were $86 a piece. And I, like a lot of you, am on an extremely tight budget. And I was actually wanting the rectangulars anyway. So I found these where I got two for $81 plus tax. So there will be a video discussing those with the link to those where you can get those. And so be sure to click that subscribe and the notification bell so that you get alerted to new videos as they get posted. As many of you know that follow the channel, my wife passed away recently and has been ill for an extremely long time. So we have not been able to post content on a set schedule. However, even now it's difficult to try to carry on as normal and pretend like things are normal when they're not. But we are slowly gearing back up to get back into doing audio and video production now that I am not required to be here at home and tending to my wife. So we're hoping to at least start getting more content up sooner and eventually back onto a set schedule to where we can bring you better content as we move forward. So we'll just have to see how that goes. So I want to appreciate all the support. Be sure to click that subscribe and the notify. And until next time, this is Vitali here at Red Barn Productions. Y'all stay safe wherever you are in the world today. And until next time, I'm out of here.